everyone, and welcome. My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are playing Pew Pew Zombies today. Pew 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 Pew. It's exactly how it sounds. It's amazing. It's super fun, and I'm really excited to jump into it. My wife had a little bit of say in the naming of this deck, and so that's why it's Pew Pew Zombies, which it's the best name you can have for it. So basically what this deck is built around is, first off, it's an aggressive zombie build. We have a lot of just really aggressive zombies to be swinging in with, and we also have Corpse Knight and Wayward Servant. So Wayward Servant was a huge, amazing piece in Amonkhet Standard, where it was kind of one of the lifeblood pieces of zombies, where they just splashed basically for this card here, and that's kind of what we're doing again. We're splashing for this, but we also have Corpse Knight, which does a similar thing. So Corpse Knight, you guys are more familiar with. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life, which can be really busted. It's one of those cards that's like on the fringe, like it's not quite worth playing because it's hard to keep it on the battlefield, that kind of thing, and it doesn't create value just by itself as much. Wayward Servant also gained you life whenever zombies enter the battlefield, which was powerful enough because the life gain does create enough of swing that the upside was worth playing, especially when you're going for a zombie tribal type of deck. And because we get to have both of them, basically anytime that a zombie enters the battlefield, pew, 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 we get to pew down the opponent's life total, and we get to start gaining some life, do some fun stuff, and it is just so fun. And so that's the deck. That's what we're trying to do, is we are pewing? We're getting the pews on. I can't say that with a serious face. Right. Yeah, I can't say it. Anyway, so this is the deck. So with our Pew Pew Zombies, we are playing Cryptbreaker, Diregraph Ghoul, and Dreadwander in the 1-drop slot, which are all really busted, really powerful 1-drop cards. Diregraph Ghoul and Dreadwander, basically, I didn't want to spend the full playset to get the Dreadwander in here. I do think it's better than Diregraph Ghoul. Having the 1 toughness here maybe makes it a little bit worse. So I try to go for more of like I made it more budget by not putting in 1 more rare card, guys. You're welcome. So probably I should go to more copies of this, but you know, Diregraph Ghoul's still there. Lazotep Reaver, awesome. It creates 2 zombies for us. We get to a lot more pings. I was going to go for a full playset of this. This is kind of where I trimmed down on these 2 to make sure there was more copies, room to have this in here. And maybe we want more. I kind of like the Cryptbreaker almost better of creating tokens for us every turn rather than having just Lazotep Reaver. It is a good card. It's great. But things like Tattered Mummy, where it's not as reliant on having Corpse Knight, Wayward Servant, or Catcher's Name, which we'll get to in a little bit. Tattered Mummy, just whenever it dies, each opponent loses 2 life. So it's basically like the Scorpion, but it's a zombie and 1 more mana, which it's good. It's okay. So it works for what we're trying to do. And then we have our Lords. So Lord of the Curse, other zombies get +1/+1. Death Baron, other zombies get +1/+1, and skeletons, which doesn't really matter here. And then of course Midnight Reaper to make sure that we're still drawing cards when all of our stuff dies, anything like that. That way we can keep swinging in aggressively, which works really well with Death Baron because we want to be able to have all of our death-touching creatures swinging in against their stuff and making them come up against harder trades, and having Midnight Reaper makes it even harder for them to really decide if they want to block stuff, which lets more damage get through. And then when we pew them, gosh, I can't take myself seriously sometimes. When we pew them, then they're gonna be dead. Catcher's Name is the other thing. It's basically a Rally of Wings, but just for zombies. So that's the other reason to be trying to go wide, going with just a lot of creatures here. And again, I think Tattered Mummy might be the one we try. You know, let's actually go down 2 Tattered Mummies and up the Lazotep Reavers. I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking that this is the good way to be thinking. All right. We changed it up now. All right, so Catcher's Name, zombies you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. So it's just a busted card. Swinging in, it's the same thing as Rally of Wings. It's definitely worth playing when you're already going to be swinging in with stuff like Death Baron. And so that's the deck. We basically have 0 interaction except for swinging at face, dealing damage, pewing as much as we can, and add it. So that is it. Let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Duh, dad jokes. Yeah, dude, I'm a dad, liberal ideas. By the way, what's up, man? Welcome. Up against a Rhino MTG. Keep this. Actually, it wasn't an amazing hand, but we're keeping it anyway. I can discard stuff for the Cryptbreaker, so if we find a 4th land, definitely discarding that. Called it. Get out of there, son. Chef at Dunes is good. We can do it instant speed, right? So pass the turn. We don't need any more than 3 lands in this deck. And so discarding extra lands here to create some more zombs. That's what we're going to do, okay? Spectral Sailor. Not putting an octopus onto it. That's helpful. Alright, discard. Create a Zombo. Luckily, they are not going to be able to deal with this too well. Catcher's Name. Okay, Lord of the Accursed. They could flash something in. We could draw cards. Spectral Sailor just comes down. That's fine. Down to 15. So this is Spirits. I wasn't sure if it was like a mono blue tempo type of deck that just happened to run some green, but it's definitely the other one. Death Baron. Let's see, how dead are we? I don't think very dead yet. Death Baron on the next turn. Catcher's Name should be game. This is a lot of damage. Down to 5, past the turn. Another Imperial Eagle. They're also swinging with a lot of damage. Not lethal, down to 4. And I do believe we have got it. By Jove, they have got it! Alrighty. Nailed it. Next one. Alright, up against Adopado. That's an amazing name. Good on you, good sir. By Jove. So is it Adopado or Adopado? We're going to go for the Diagraph Ghoul first. Try to get in the 2 points of damage going turn after turn. Am I tracking on Baldur's Gate 3? I am. My brother and I were actually having a talk about it earlier today. So the answer to that question is yeah. It looks sweet. Alright, Crypt Breaker. Kind of an awkward turn 2 play. We have so many 2-drops, you'd think, you know, we wouldn't find just these. But we have 12 4-drops, so that's got to come at some point. Let's go... I could go for the Midnight Reaper. Guess we'll go Death Baron. And Goblins are interesting. We swing in. Yeah, down to 13. I think that going wide and going aggro, especially because we got lucky, we're on the play, means that we have a much higher chance of winning. And they keep drawing lands. Alrighty. No blocks. Down to 13. Locthwain, Lord number Dose. The Dose Lord. Swing in for so much damage. Down to 3. And what can you do about it now? If you don't kill Lord of the Accursed here, we get to give Menace to all of our zombies, which should be very difficult for you to kill. I mean, I guess they could have like a Krenko here and do lots of damage, create lots of blockers. All right, not that. Prospector as a blocker. I'm trying to think of like what they can have. All right, they've got another blocker. We still have lethal on board with Lord of the Accursed, and I still feel like we are awesome. They could have Gem Palm Incinerator. That could be bad. Okay, so Midnight Reaper first to start it off. This only costs 2. Everything gets Menace. Go a-swingin'. And when we go swingin', we go a-swingin'. Shablamo! Got him. Alright, Isolated Chapel coming in untapped, or tapped is awkward. We do have the Wayward Serpent. This is the first time we actually get to Pew. And I'm in it for the pews, my friend. I'm just saying. Having not much black mana is definitely going to be awkward with this. And being up against mono red, even more awkward. But guys, we're also in it for the awkward. Yep, ping ourselves against mono red. It's Pew time. This definitely should have been a mulligan, probably. I just like to play decks sometimes, or hands that, like, really, we're going to be playing that? Yes, we are, my friend. Why, yes, we are. This actually turned out pretty swell. you do ask me. Nah. Yeah, we'll attack. Yeah, down to 17. What's up, Right Guy? Welcome. Any development on a Shablama shirt? So actually, I am creating a lot more merch. It's in the process. Again, everything's kind of been taking a back burner because of baby. But oh baby, merch is going to be a thing. I'm wanting to actually create merch for like all the things you guys wanted. I was actually debating creating like, I've noticed a lot of like the stores that do t-shirt designs, whatever, don't have any designs for just straight up, what's it called? I can't think of it right now. Magic the Gathering themed things. And so I may do more of that in the future. All right, swing in, bring him down to 12. Lord of the Curse is a decent blocker. We still are trying to just go face here. Hopefully we can gain enough life. See, this is the thing. Everyone kills Corpse Knight because they know what it does. Wayward Servant is so much better, but I've had this happen multiple times. I feel like people just aren't used to playing up against Corpse Knight just yet, or against Wayward Servant. Corpse Knight is just like a target everyone goes for some reason. Wayward Servant is so much better in this matchup. Killing the Lord is good there, but yeah. Yeah, Rizrak, yeah, the baby was here during the last game we played. Last deck. Alright, they've had flipping everything. So, I mean, we did cool things. We have drawn so much white mana as well. So yay. Play Death Baron, gain a life, get you down to 11, good sir. And Death Touch, yeah. We're gonna scoop against this one. I'm done playing against mono red there. Alright, up against Halabarda. My bad. Alright, so man, it's amazing how in best of one, if you're on the play, you do pretty well. If you're on the draw, it's like, alright, we're already very, very unlikely to win the game. It's amazing how much that affects everything. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. We are playing enough small stuff that Priest doesn't hurt us as much. Claim the Firstborn here would be brutal. Just don't do it. Which is then claim the Firstborn. They didn't have the oh boy. Oh, swing in. Yes, do it. All right, Chef at Dunes. So we can go for Lord, or we can kind of go more wide here. You know what? We came to Pew. I don't just say I'm going to Pew and then not Pew. We came to Pew. We Pewing. All right, 2 Pews, down to 15. So we get to card draw with Crypt Breaker if we hold off here. We can swing it with 1 to bring him down to, or swing with both and try to go more aggressive. Lord of the Curse lets us play really aggressively next turn. So I think that we actually go aggro instead of just trying to draw cards here. Dude, is there a CGB in the chat? What ho? A foe? No, he's not a foe. How's it been? Oh man. Man, we were like, we had a shot and then Mayhem Devil was a thing. We are playing Pew Pew zombies here. Wayward Servant goes Pew, Corpse Knight goes Pew. And usually that's good enough. But not today, folks. At least we got Mayhem Devil off the board. Hopefully that's enough. No, I called you a foe, not a hoe. Man, Mayhem Devil. Yes, I'm so glad that's a thing. All right, with Death Touch. I guess we stay in this game for a little bit. Down to 9, down to 8. We get to go wide. If they decide not to kill all of our stuff next turn, we could play Lord of the Curse and go crazy here. And swing for quite a bit. Frenemy hype. Dude, I've been really good. Life has been great. Dreadhorde Butcher. Oh, man. Oh, this is... Oh, yes. Okay. Other things to sack that aren't Mayhem Devils. Yes. Dude, life is good. You missed the baby. We had the baby here just a moment ago. Alright, so tap the 3 that they are targeting. This has Menace anyway, right? So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think that we're done with this game. Oh, yeah, that's right. That sacks too. Yeah, we're done. We out of here. Alright, up against Emisizzle. Bring it on. Luris. So, one of the decks that has been tearing through Historic lately is the Azorius Aura's deck, which has Luris in it. There's another deck that runs the Lazov Kroxa combo thing. So we'll see which one we're up against. Both are terrifying, a smidge. We have a very aggressive start here, though. Catcher's Name was an amazing draw with this hand. Pass the turn. A core Spirit Dancer. Alright, swing in. If they block, we will kill the Spirit Dancer. Yeah, alright, so Catcher's Name. Getting rid of that quick is the good way to go. Maybe Wayward Servant might have been better. Start going PEW. Luris to hand. Yeah, I think we just play Lords. I guess technically this is the better Lord, in case they have blockers. Down to 4, and we beat this deck. I can't think of a way they come out of this. They shouldn't be playing board wipes in this. Everything will have Menace, so they can't actually block. Here's Obsession, that's cool. And it goes away. Yeah. Doesn't quite work that way. Alright, so everything gets Menace. We attack in. Bam, bam, bam. Down to -3. Ugh. Got him. Not so newbie. We got to mulligan this one away. And yeah, keep it. Lots of Lords if we hit the land. Midnight Reaper I like to hold on to. Let's go ahead and drop 1 Lord. Gruul aggro, it would seem. Seems like this deck either wins by turn 4 or loses. Honestly, that kind of just explains Historic or Standard in general right now. Kind of, that's just how a lot of things go. Do they want to draw a card here? I'm glad to get Midnight Reaper off the board. We are wanting to go aggro, but that also gets damage to face. Yielded Goosey. Blood Artist. We got the land. Life is grand. Let's go Death Baron. Swing in. Down to 11. Catcher's Name is interesting. I think that we try to go wide again. So Lord of the Accursed, Priest Forgotten Gods is annoying. Maybe I should have brought out Midnight Reaper just to be able to draw the card off of stuff dying. But this is 7 damage to face. Down to 3. They get to gain at least 4 here. Dude, I hate that card so much right now. I mean, it's amazing. It's really cool and all, but... I'm very mature, by the way. He got rid of all of their ramp, but they kind of know that they're in good shape here. Are they just sending everything at phase with Mayhem Devil? Just like, doesn't even matter. We just all in on the beats. Not having Menace is interesting. Catcher's name could be good here. If we hit land, we only get the Wayward Serpent, which gets to 6 damage, 5, because we lose one of these guys. But I think the ping and damage might help us a bit more, so drop the Death Baron. We'll drop the Wayward Serpent. I just realized Death Touch will help us a little bit against swinging in against Mayhem Devil. They may not block as many things. Down to 9, yeah. So much extra mana. This is where Death Baron actually becomes really good. Deal damage to ourselves. Can we survive that? I think that we're dead if we don't try to go for something here. Alright, swing in. They have to block or they're dead, but they don't know that. So we have a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Alright, they do block. Let's see, how much damage is this? They take 1 down to 6. We can deal 5 here. Then they gain 2 after that. And they can actually stack it to where they gain life first. So, yeah, it's game. That was kind of our only chance. That's alright. Alright. We can play Wayward Serpent before we play other things, so I will keep this hand. We don't get Crypt Breaker out on turn 1. It's forgivable. Oh, I was thinking that Castle Locthwain came in untapped with this. I forgot we have more check lands. I think I need to update the mana base on this one. I was so excited about having the, what's it called? The deserts back that I like forced them into the deck despite them really being good for it. So if you guys are wanting to build this deck, I would probably trim out on some of the the deserts. Hey, Crypt Breaker, go past the turn. Lazotep Reaver only creates 2 bodies for Wayward Serpent on the first time, but making a 3/3 zombie is also not bad. All right, Wayward Serpent. Are they gonna flash something in here? Probably just kill the Wayward Serpent. Rude. Down to 19, pass the turn. Alright, go to combat, swing in. I'm actually not sure I want to be swinging with this. Well, I am, because I am going to cast something. Down to 18. I was just thinking that holding up the 2 mana here to be able to create a zombie could also be nice, but not better than playing out Corpse Knight. Teamer Adventures might be what this is. We were just talking about Teamer Adventures being probably the best deck to build. All the check lands. Yes. All I've ever dreamed of. Okay, play Lazotep Reaver. Get a pingage. Pew! Pew! Got the pews in. Swing with Corpse Knight, draw a card with Crypt Breaker. Trying to find Catcher's name if possible. That's bad. Oh, that's so very bad. But we have a game plan. We're going to stick to that game plan. Pew pew. Blink of an eye. Rude. Is this just like, oh, it's teamer control? Alright. I dig it, actually. That's pretty sweet. Annoying as all get out, but pretty sweet. Midnight Reaper could be nice just to actually get some card draw going. We're going to start getting damage in, playing the Corpse Knight out. I really should be swinging in first. Because now if they have a Flame Sweep, we're in trouble. Down to 14. Diagraph cool, Dread Wonder. Yeah, at least it's not Esper. Oh, Teamer. Wilderness Reclamation was banned, right? This is Teamer Reclamation without the Reclamation? Okay. I'm intrigued. Did someone just forget to tell this guy? Nifty Legos. Getting too nifty on us. Okay, play Midnight Reaper. Flame Sweep is really bad here again, but playing out the Midnight Reaper forces stuff to happen. Okay, Lazotep Reaver. Still, if we can get in a swing with Inoketcha's name, and I guess Menace now that they're making zombies, we have a shot. If he just casually casts a Wilderness Reclamation, that would be bad. Wouldn't like that. Big Bone Stompy. Down to 18. Death Baron. What are they cursed? It's close. This actually gets us out of the Flame Sweep range. So do you fire off Flame Sweep now? Kill some of your own stuff. That would be the third one, by the way. Are you a bad person for playing Torment Hellfire? No way, man. I'm so excited to play Torment Hellfire. Flame Sweep, again, that is number 3. Wow, this guy just has all the luck. Land and Midnight Reaper. That's better than Dread Wanderer here, I do believe. Getting more card draw. I've been wanting to make a Torment of Hellfire deck soon. Torment of Hellfire is a card that I played in Standard all the time in the past. I was the guy that had the Demir Treasures deck with Marionette Master, but Torment of Hellfire was a secondary win con, and it worked so good. It was a beautiful, beautiful deck. Loved that deck. It wasn't like competitive necessarily, but oh, it could pop off so well. Expansion Explosion. Holding up mana for what? Mystical Dispute? We've not shown any blue source yet. Another land makes more sense. Yeah, no bucks. Down to 10. Lazotep Reaver. I can do this at instant speed, right? Is that better than drawing with Castle Lockthwaite? I guess so, because it's something we can do this turn. Alright, swing in. Dread Wanderer does enter tapped. It is going to be a decent blocker for Crusher, though. Right. They can just make another token. I don't think that we have a way out of this. I mean, 3 Flame Sweeps, 2 expansions onto our creatures pretty quickly. They had so much removal in the early game that there's this tiny, tiny chance we could keep it out, but they have a full hand and Feel the Dead going off. They're making more zombies than we are, and that's just... I can't handle it. It's not cool. Ramp, basically. Or the Wolf Willow Haven is good. Yeah, in Standard, yeah. So Wolf Willow Haven is pretty good if you're just trying to ramp still on that turn. All right, up against Hots and Plots. Bring it on. And we don't have any white mana, but I like the hand overall. We're going to keep it. A lot of the things that we want in this deck are in this hand. All right, offer the trade. Maybe I should have done this. I could have created a zombie here. We had nothing else to do. So yeah, that definitely would have been better, dropping one of these guys maybe. Rona's the Indomitable. Yes. Oh boy. All right, let's play Lord of the Curse or Midnight Reaper here. The only give stuff Menace to get around Ronas could be really nice. I think I want to go for the card draw though. No attacks, pass the turn. Gruul Collected Company is probably what this is. That is a Coco. Coco is a common. Gruul Spellbreaker with Coco is really good too. I'm trying to think of all the other good Collected Company hits. Lovestruck Beast isn't bad. You know, it's not the worst. Down to 15. Well, we can chump block for days. Try to draw more cards. I think this one's probably over as well. Already. They got a lot of power worth of stuff out for that. Goes to attacks. They can just pump with Ronas as well. So Lovestruck Beast also gets a pump. If we block with things, we also die. So that's good. Ronas is the only thing that we can for sure block. So we kill the Spellbreaker. We put some damage in front of that. We take damage and draw a card. We take a good chunk here. They can either, if they have another Coco, oof, that's gonna be bad. Yeah, pumps there. All right, we're gonna take a bunch, but let's just draw cards. Actually, we're drawing a bunch from Midnight Reaper as well, right? So maybe that's too much. Yeah, I just realized that we're taking 3 here anyway. Drawing 3. Eno Catcher's Name. Wayward Servant. Lazatep Reaver. Game 2. I guess we go ahead and swing. We can't really deal with the Lovestruck Beast. It's going to get up to at least a 7/7 here. So we block here. We shouldn't be able to die. They get the pump twice, goes up to 9. So we can go to... Alright, that's game, because they can still pump here. Oh, boy. Actually, that doesn't kill us. This is still the same thing as before. I mean, it's not good, but we're not dead. And that's what matters. Send the message, then we're out of here. Alrighty. If they hadn't hit as many things with the Coco, they just ran really consistently there. That was really well done for them. Double black mana, untapped land for this stuff, so yeah, keep. Opponent's going first. And if we find a 1-drop, we can use the if near dead lands, so that's fine. Maybe it's better to hold off on that, though. Nah. We're going for as much value out on board as possible. Agonizing Remorse. No! They're taking the pew-pews. Let's see if they actually read the Wayward Servant. Wayward Servant, definitely better than Corpse Knight, but most people don't like the Corpse Knight more. Which doesn't make sense. But that's cool. Alright, takes the Wayward Servant. Good on ya, mate. Corpse Knight. Yeah, we take some pingage of our own. We got pewed. We're pewing ourselves even. Pew pew. Kite Self Rebooter. Absolutely worthless here. Now we're going to play out a Lord. More Corpse Knights would be nice, but we get to swing him with Dreadwander without worry this way. Down to 8 past the turn. Also, we're threatening lethal. There we go. Yeah, who was it that said that we either win on turn 4 or this deck loses? That's kind of, yeah, that's kind of how this deck is going, huh? But again, that's how a lot of decks kind of are filling in Historic, which is cool. I'm kind of fine with that to an extent. All right, against Crimson MTG. Man, these checklands have been brutal. This would be a good hand if we could actually play things right. Yeah, mulligan this away. This is better. Keep this, drop a Plains. It means we don't get to play the Lord of the Accursed, but I think I'd rather try to luck into that than just have awkward lands. Drop another Lord. We only need to get the 3 lands in the entire game. We don't need 3 lands in our opening hand. Play Dreadwander, pass the turn. Diagraph Ghoul is good. Down to 18. Pass the turn. Ramping like crazy. Not using Lenoirels. Okay. Yes, sweet. Alright. We're curving out so well here. Lord of the Accursed. If we hit land, we can give these guys Menace, and then make them 5/5s. Not quite lethal that way, actually. Aggro zombies, just in general, I think are really powerful. The pew pew part of the plan is more for fun. I do think it's probably weaker than just going like mono black zombies. Yeah, probably. Mono black zombies are probably a bit more aggressive here. The biggest reason to jump into white too is O'Catcher's Name is a busted card right now. So they have Priest of Forgotten Gods, but that's not really much against us. Yeah, this is the Jund deck again. We keep seeing this deck. So they have enough. No, they don't have enough for the Mayhem Devil. That's good. Woe Strider. More blocks. Okay, Lord of the Accursed. Swing-a-ling ding-dong there. They can go to 1 if they just take it all. See you, Morthal. Have a good one. Keep the pew-pews. Oh, you know me. I will. The pew-pew could work with Bolas' Citadel. Ooh. Intriguing. Yeah, that's interesting. Or maybe even like splashing white for, you know, to play zombies off the top of the library. Bolas' Citadel definitely would work better with it. I'm not sure if there's enough life gain with zombies that'll make that work. Alright, opponent down to 5. Land means we get to give Menace and Innocatcher's Name. I'm assuming Priest sacks something, but they've got to wait until our turn, I believe. Otherwise, they don't have blockers. Blood Artist. Oof. Sack some Goosies, gain some life. We lose Dreadwander. Can come back though, so that's okay. It's also the only thing that they could block and kill effectively. And a Coco. What? Oh my goodness. And hits. Alright, we're gonna try for the Innocatcher's Name just for the gotcha. I mean, Blood Artist will probably gain quite a bit here, but they've got to block with something. I'm assuming it's double Paradise Druid block. That's their only way to actually create red mana, though. So this brings them down to 1. Are they thinking that's safe enough? They go up to 2. But then we have the Catcher's Name. See you, DJ. Have a good one. I think that Collecting Company is really good. The issue with it is it's such a powerful card that it completely shapes the format. Basically, there are going to be 15 decks that have Collecting Company. It's just a card that you always have to know is there. Which is just annoying. So we have 2. You can get in for 5. They're gaining 2 life here. We are keeping tapped creatures. The creatures are going to stay tapped here. It's actually kind of an issue. We may end up dying. And we can't bring these back unless we have fewer cards in hand. Whatever. Sacks and sacks. 11-0 with elves right now. Ooh. Man, that's the issue. Is I feel like I will play the same deck someone has an amazing run with and do terrible with it. I had this the same thing in my comment section all the time where like I do amazing with a deck and then they're like, don't dare check out this deck because I did awful with it. And it's like it just happens. All right, so yeah, pass the turn. Maybe I should have gone for the catcher's name. We haven't shown it yet, and there are some people that don't know that that's a thing. This guy is acting like he does, though. This deck has seen some play, or versions of it, here and there. So how much damage do they have? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 on board. So we take 4. We sack Dreadwander. We have 6 mana, and they have the Bolas's Citadel. Alright. Fail. Sack with Woestrider, and hit another land. You don't know what time of day it is, so say good, Jeff. Nice. What's in the bottom? Hit another land. Blood Artist. Okay. Not quite what we're looking for. Sacks again. Doom Foretold is really good. All right, looks like they've missed it. I think we got him. I do indeed think we've got him. Another 1-drop lets him stay alive for a turn. We can bring the life total low enough that Bolas' Citadel will have an issue. Alright, sweet. Alright, we're going to wrap it up with this deck. So, PEW zombies are definitely fun, definitely powerful. Honestly, what we kind of noticed was that the PEW side of the deck was probably the most inconsistent. I did test this out beforehand a little bit. And we did have some good amount of wins with it. Or like I got more pews out before. And basically what we saw is like we have some good wins here and there. We have some runs, but there's just certain decks that are kind of hard for us to beat. And so I think that overall this deck would probably be closer to a 50% win rate if you keep playing with it. If you take out the Corpse Knights, maybe keep Wayward Servant because you want to keep a catcher's name anyway, but this is just better. And then just kind of keep more of the aggro consistency and stuff going on. I think your deck, the win percentage would go up quite a bit. So overall, the deck is fun. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe on YouTube. Make sure that you follow me on Twitch with the link down in the description below. And we'll see you guys in the next one.